into it once you get immersed, but when you're first listening to it or reading it, it's challenging. That's great. Okay. Kate in Canada, your neck of the woods, she would like to know, what's your favorite vegetable, if you have one?
Artichokes.
Ooh, good one. Yeah.
Oh. Uh, I'm gonna go with like I think bok choy is like one of my faves
That's
Ooh.
good
for
too.
sure.
Both are good. Okay. Maya from Israel. If you could eat dinner with anyone in the world, past or present, who would it be and why?
Mm.
I would eat with Hiro in Japan from Hiro Dreams of Sushi, which is the most amazing documentary, which I've seen about probably 5, 6 times now. So, who has passed on? But if I could sit and speak with Hiro and enjoy his amazing, incredible sushi right there at his sushi bar,
Mm.
that would be it. The stories, incredible. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
Yeah, it
Okay.
really is. And because of that, I'm gonna just default and say I would sit with her. And, you know,
Very good. Okay, I love that.
You can eat all the really, really, really funky things. I'll just,
The things that
experimental
are
thing.
You would
still
even know.
somewhat alive when they're on your plate, those are the ones that freak me out a little
I
bit.
would do it. I would do it
I've done
for
it and I
Hiro.
love it, and I've eaten a lot of crazy things.
Yeah, I would do it for Hiro.
Okay. Kinga from Romania, and many, many other people ask this question as well. Where would you like to travel once COVID is over?
Mm.
Everywhere,
And do
like
you plan
literally.
to?
Yeah, I don't know. There's one place. I mean, you know, from my perspective, being on the road and obviously touring and stuff, and there's so many places that we haven't had a chance to get to yet.
Yeah.
But even the places that we've been to, I mean, I just have so many special places like that I constantly like in my heart, and it's like, and it's really about the people, not just the place, but it's kind of like everything comes together, you know, and it's amazing to be in those environments and that atmosphere, that energy, you know, and then of course the people. And so for me, it's like I don't know that I could pick one place. I'd rather just have a map and just start pinning it, you
And do
know.
you plan to do that?
What's that?
Do you plan to do that when COVID's over?
Absolutely, 100%.
When
And
it's
that's
safe.
when it's safe.
Yes.
That's, you know, and I'm not going to jump at it when it first starts. I know, like, I know in Nashville, I just read something that they're getting ready to, you know, bring back live concerts and stuff. And I feel it's a little early. I mean, look, I would love to be a part of something like that, but it's too early. You know, I've been offered to do a few shows in LA already, you know, for June. And I turned them down because I was like,
It's
no,
just a
it's
little,
just a
yeah.
little early for something like that, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I would say I would definitely, I second that for sure. And then I'd want to take one of those places, wherever they were in some sort of tropical location so that we could go scuba diving because I really want to go scuba
Ooh.
diving out in the ocean.
Very nice. Great. Well, I'm sure that encourages a lot of people, that when the time is right and when it's safe, we'll be out there and seeing different parts of the world.
Oh, absolutely.
I
It's
look
going to
forward to
be a
joining you.
massive, it'll be a very long journey, you know, probably it'll take, I would assume a whole year to do, you know, with little breaks in between.
Do a little
So,
caravan.
yep.
There you go. Okay, Nathan, this one's for you. It's from Brittany in Jamaica. And she would like to know why has it been important for you and why was it important for you to start a music career?
Oh, that is a great question.
Oh, he's gearing up for that.
I am.
I
So
like it.
for me, you know, a good friend of mine once said, you know, that it's like some people when it comes to their art, you know, their creativity, it's like they need that like people need, you know, air to breathe. And I feel like that's a really for me is something so it's so important. I'm a music lover first, and I've always wanted to contribute to that. And that's really where East of Eli came from, was this idea of like, I love music. I don't see myself as a musician. Yes, I'm a musician. I don't see myself as a singer. Yes, I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, but I don't see it that way. I just had this affinity for music. I had this love that I can't like let like get too far away from me. And for it's also been something that's been a great vessel, if you will, to be able to use music as the vessel to help guide me through life. It's helped me solve a lot of problems. It's helped me get things off my chest. It's also helped me encourage other people. And so for me, it's in my DNA. It's a part of who I am. It's a part of my story, and hopefully a part of yours. And so I think that when it comes from a pure place like that, it can be really impactful and powerful for a lot of people.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Well, it's been a gift for all of us, and so we thank you for that.
Thank you.
Chyler, this one's for you, and we got a lot of similar questions, but this is from Zara in South Africa. And she said, Supergirl has a huge impact on many people around the world, and from an acting standpoint, you've been a part of this amazing legacy from its inception. Now that you have been given an opportunity to direct an episode, how did it feel contributing to the show's legacy from the director's chair?
That is an excellent question. I love that. I felt like, you know, I think some athletes say, well, you would know, where playing hockey, it's almost like a hockey stick is an extension of your body, right? So it's like, I feel like directing and having been in that position was just an extension of who I am and my artistry and my love of storytelling. And so, you know, I've kind of been a part of that journey since the beginning of the show, and like kind of having ideas and knowing how to do things that I can kind of be on set and had been able to see the matrix, if you will, for several seasons now. So I kind of felt like it seemed so like such a natural progression to be able to utilize what I know just from my experience and my expertise, if you will, to be able to flip it and be on the other side of the lens and be part of helping others tell a story as well, where it's not just me. I wasn't in it, which I'm actually kind of glad, because it's a huge episode with so much going on. I'm so excited for everybody to see it on May 4th, which is also May the 4th be with you. I'm so excited. But it's just another way to kind of, you know, level up in my creativity. And being on the other side of the camera, it's kind of funny. On set, naturally, I kind of gravitate towards where the director's sitting or the DP is sitting, because it's just in my brain now. It's like I love it. So I'm grateful for both sides, and I definitely want to do more.
That's awesome. That's wonderful.
This actually is a question that I get occasionally. So it was for me from Nagar in Iran, and she wanted to know how I came to meet you guys. And so really quickly, the story, it was a few years back when Create Change was in its infancy, and I had also been following a lot of the Me Too movement, which a lot of us have, reading a lot. And I just wanted to see what a lot of people in the public eye, whether it be politics or entertainment or business, were saying. And Chyler happened to make a post about it. And in her post, Create Change was tagged along with some other things. So that just intrigued me. And I went and I looked it up, and I just saw a little bit about this organization, and it really spoke to me. Well, you know, so just I kind of looked at some of the things that Nathan had written, and I had aspired to get and be a part of an organization that would do just what Create Change is attempting to do, and is, I think, having some real success doing. And so the first people that I got to meet were the amazing Angelo and Deb, who Nathan's mom, and just awesome people. And then they introduced me to Nathan and Chyler, and we're all a big family now, and it's one of the best things that's ever happened in my life. So it's a great opportunity for me to thank both of you for welcoming me into the family and letting me be a part of Create Change.
Absolutely.
We love you, Cindy.
We wouldn't have
You're
it
our
any other
angel.
way.
Thank you. Now I've got a couple more for you. This is from Kira in Florida, Carolyn in Germany, and Bente in the Netherlands. What made you smile last week? Just one thing that made you smile last week.
Was last week our week where we had shabu shabu 4 times? I think I don't know. It's all food related and Japanese food related. So apparently I really want to go to Japan, just so this is clear.
Yeah, so
I think I'd fit in really well.
it was the end of the 4, yes, but it was a part of it.
Okay. I want to say something like really sweet and family related, but I'm pretty sure it's food related.
That's okay.
That and discovering that Link, like I mentioned in my Feeling Good Friday yesterday, every time he meows, and he meows a lot, it sounds like tiny screams. So it's almost like if there was a little person inside him saying help, like he just
it does. It's really
it's
funny.
really, I know that's kind of morbid, but like it sounds
Not
like
really.
it's
It's
tiny
like it's
screams.
like a little tiny little person inside, like I'm in here, help me. Yeah. So for me, it definitely was, you know, reading all the comments and stuff, and being able to, you know, do some exchange with that, with the Monday, the Motivation Monday. You know, it's like you hope that your, you know, creativity, your art is, you know, received and people connect to it. And sometimes you're so focused on getting the message out there, or trying to push this idea that, you know, of your creativity and getting that out there to people, that you kind of you don't realize the impact that it's already having. And although I do know the impact it has had in the past and stuff, it's just been like, it's been a really daunting task to try to, you know, write more and stuff with everything kind of going on. And I'm doing it. But I think in the end, it's like, to read that, I just didn't realize how impactful that song was. And I think even what I wrote, when people reading that and then sharing their stories, it just meant a lot to me. That made me smile. It always does when we get in those comment sections and we start talking, because I can hear people's true voice.
Yeah.
I always try to come with that authenticity, and I think people do too. That's what I love about Create Change so much, is that, look, no one's saying you're perfect, or we're perfect, or, you know, I'm perfect. It's not about that. It's about being on the journey and doing, you know, life together in a very unique way. Yeah, we're all across the world, or, you know, maybe just down the street. I don't know, but it's a sanctuary of sorts. You know, I feel like it is with Create Change. It's a place just where you can voice your opinion respectfully. But you can voice your opinion. You can share your thoughts. And you know, I look forward to doing more of that. In fact, I know that tomorrow we got. I'm going to be doing the same thing for Stand for Something. I wanted to jump into that one. It's probably my favorite song that I've written lyrically. It was like the most fun one to write personally. And it turned out, I think, brilliant. And then the following week, we got a cute little thing we're going to do for you. So, which Chyler will be writing, but I won't get into that yet.
That's it. Well, that, you know, and for those of you who didn't get to see it, our Motivation Monday, and another one tomorrow, is Nathan's awesome article, Behind the Music of Trippin', which is one of my favorite songs as well. And it's always just really fun, and certainly educational for a fan, I guess, to know what went in, you know, what was behind the creation of something that clearly meant a lot to you and to so many other people, as evidenced by just all the comments that we got. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow as well. That's fun. So just kind of talking about that was Monday, and then Tuesday we had another one which piggybacked right off of your blog, Nathan, which was another awesome to-do list slay list. And it's where words fail, music speaks.
Yeah.
And people to send in, you know, you're kicking off with your song Trippin', kind of personal anthems. And we got, again, a bunch of responses. And I think we'll probably get that one posted later today. So we're getting really good about getting them posted pretty quickly. So I want to thank everybody for that. And then we did something really special this week, which you guys know from my perspective is one of my very favorite things to do, is just really engage with the community, which I know is so important to you and to Deb and Angelo as well, and everybody else on the team. And for Earth Day, we had asked people to send in photos from around the world, just to show the beauty of Earth. And I just want to thank everybody. We literally got hundreds of pictures.
They were
post them all. Yeah, they really were. Every single continent heard from multiple times. And it just meant so much to all of us. And I think it just shows just how global our community is. And that's probably why it's one of my favorite things to do. People are showing pride in where they live. Yep. And they're actually kind of educating us. Some of these things I just wouldn't, you know, I've traveled quite extensively, but maybe I wouldn't have thought that you'd see such a tropical looking location in certain parts of the world.
Yeah.
Right.
So I want to thank people for that. And so I'll just kind of wrap it up here with you guys, because there's another question that we got, which I loved. It's from Victoria in Brazil. If you could define yourselves with a Create Change related hashtag, which one would it be?
For me, if we're actually talking about actual Create Change related hashtags, it's going to be True Dat.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
I'm pretty honest.
You are pretty
Kind
honest.
of, sometimes too honest. But yeah, I'm pretty honest. I don't really have anything to hide. I kind of just let it fly.
That is really funny. I should have bet money on that
True
one.
dad.
I should. I would be between two. So I'm trying to like what my gut says. I think my gut says
Q-Link.
yeah, I know, right? It says, would be a hashtag wear your pride.
Yeah.
I think just because of what it stands for in general about being who you are, authentically you, unapologetically you, knowing that you're loved and you matter exactly right where you are.
Mm-hmm. Well, I love that. So I'm just going to put a button on it and say that mine would be here for you because we are, right? So they're all good. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Selfish Sundays, as we always say, that's another hashtag for a reason, because we want everybody to just recharge the batteries and get prepared for the week to come. And we know you guys have some fun things that you're going to be doing later this afternoon. So I just want to thank you on behalf of all of our community for spending some time with us. We always love it. I cannot tell you again how much love gets funneled your way all the time, but especially when we post that you're going to go live with all the questions. So sorry we can't get to all of them, but I thought we got through a lot of them today.
There's always next
you
week.
Go back and listen. Yeah, there was
did
from
a
all
great
over the
job.
world. Yeah,
Absolutely. I look forward to doing it again, and love you all, and have a wonderful Sunday and
Or Monday if you're already on Monday.
And beginning to the week. You know. So.
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're sending you love, sending love to everybody in the community, and we'll see you again soon.
All righty.
Awesome.
All right.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.